So after the long dry spell with no new candidates, we received a letter from Pastor May.
The dry spell has any effect on the number of wasps that are there? It might just indicate that they're...
But I didn't know how long the dry spell was going to go. So I said no to some of the things.
When we get like maybe to a dry spell, that's when you're going to see it.
Right now. So we think that kind of our dry spell is over and we're going to see a lot more.
Last time, I thought it was just another dry spell and we'd be out of it, but it is more than a dry spell.
So water your lawns
in the winter. If so we're a real dry spell.
Okay.
And we probably don't have it out.
Of experiencing a pretty good dry spell or a drought in the Colorado Basin, a
short time span where there's quite a dry spell and there's a lot of
puzzle pieces and a much larger picture of the Great Plains during this medieval dry spell. So in the late 1990s,
in Greece.
Even for a country like ours, the dry spell right now in Queensland.
We had a dry spell and then this latest outbreak of 9 cases happened over.
It's been a dry spell with the trends and the challenges, and they're like, you know what?
It's been a dry spell. You're going to want to just lightly.
Years of the Roman Empire with St. Ambrose and St. Augustine. Then after a long dry spell, they flowed freely again through.
So we've had a bit of a dry spell. We have a lot of opportunity. We have
after a 55-year dry spell has revived in recent years. After his talk, he'll sign copies of his.
For instance, we had a very dry, extremely dry spell in the beginning. We haven't been watering heavily.
Up during this dry spell and then flows out in the wet.
He's had a bit of a dry spell leading up to this morning, so is rubbing his lucky charm to ensure the deer play the game for his club.
Chili pepper. And when there's a dry spell, it's the chilies that suffer while the traditionalists come out on top. But a rain that breaks a dry spell. Now this bacteria is extremely common.
After enduring a dry spell, he returned to TV and rebounded with a starring role in CSI Miami. Sherry String.
Or slows it down so that it can be used later to water the garden in a dry spell. Typically, you want to keep it accessible.
Career. The victory also marked his first win after an 11-year dry spell, and the last time he would ever don the championship.
What if the business has a dry spell? So I like the diversity.
They're all kind of. There's a lot of guys on a dry spell. I mean, 16 of 21 races have been.